messenger, they like for that to happen. They want for that to happen. Today, I want to clarify this issue, inshallah, once and for all amongst you youngsters. So pay very close attention. It's very important that we discuss these issues. We don't go to our desires. We don't go to our logic. We don't go to sociology, politics, statistics, he say, she say. We go straight to Allah and His Messenger. Let Allah and His Messenger, let the Quran and the Sunnah speak for themselves. So what happened? What does Islam say about it? The first place that I want to start you guys off with is by narrating to you an ayah, rather reciting to you an ayah, which is in Surah Al-Isra, chapter 17, verse 34. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Awfu bil ahd. Allah says, you Muslims, listen up. Fulfill your promises, fulfill your agreements, and fulfill your covenants. And Allah mentions this in many places in the Quran. Something, contracts being fulfilled, promises being fulfilled is something that we have to do. The Prophet ﷺ went as far as to say to us that the ones who don't fulfill the promises are the hypocrites. It is a characteristic of a hypocrite that a person makes a promise.
Thank you very much. Peace of Christ to all, guys. I hope you are going to enjoy this video. This is a video actually I should made a little bit earlier about the attack happening in Paris. But I was waiting for Muslims to make those videos, which is nothing but hypocrisy. You see, the Muslims made many videos like this, Abdul. And those videos are not really made for Muslims. Those videos are made for the propaganda to you. Muslims don't believe in them, and he know that no Muslim will. He know, like, the Muslims understand why he's making this video. Those people live in the West, and they fear that at the end of the day, what happened is going to come back to them, and they are allowed to lie. Now he just said, He said in the Quran, that Muslims, they have to fulfill their promise. Now what promise he's talking about, I have no idea. And he said the one who don't keep his promise is a hypocrite. Well, that's mean that your prophet is the first hypocrite. Because this guy, you see, this what Muslims do in order to spread their propaganda. They assume that none of you knows what he's talking about. So he mentioned for you a verse saying you should keep your promise. Your promise should be made only for Muslims to keep. Any other promise you make to non-Muslims, you are not, and you should not keep. You can keep it for some time until you are strong and ready. And this is what Muhammad did. If we go to the chapter of At-Tawbah, verse number 1. This is a chapter of At-Tawbah, chapter 9, verse number 1. And by the way, this is the official government website of the Kingdom of Jordan. Alright? This is owned by the king himself. This is not just an official website. This is a very official, and the king of Jordan, he himself, supposedly he is from the descendant of Muhammad, the prophet of Islam himself. This is why he became a king. Read with me what it says. It's a declaration of immunity from God and his messenger to reach the idolaters with whom you made a pact of peace. So what happened? Muhammad, he made a pact of peace with those the people of his city. And when Muhammad, he made the pact, he was weak. But Muhammad then, when he got strong, he did not need the pact no more. This was because he was weak. And this is what Muslims do. Right now they have a pact with Israel. But the only reason the pact is still surviving because the Muslims are weak. The day the Muslims, they are not weak no more, this pact is history. So declaration from Allah that you cannot keep any promise you have with those who they are the pagans or the non-Muslims. And as you see, this is not my own translation and this is not my own interpretation. We can change to any interpretation you want. All of it's in Islamic scholars, not like this Abdul in the video, potato, tomato. So there's no obligation from Muslims, to make a treaty with the unless you have it, you have a reason, and then when the reason is over, you go for the war, you kill them. Now this guy, he wanna tell you have a treaty with those people in France. Who is the one who made the treaty? First, you never have a treaty. This is false. Secondly, you are allowed in Islam to break your treaty as long as you are doing it with non-Muslims. So again, a big failure to defend what happened. But as I said, those Abduls, they are making videos not for the Muslims. It looked like it's done for the Muslims, but the fact it's done for you.
A person makes a contract and they break it and they go against it. He said it's a sign of the hypocrites, those who...
Yeah, because your prophet is a hypocrite. The first one who is a hypocrite. Isn't it him who broke the treaty with the kuffar, which is the non-Muslims? So how you say that Muslims who break their treaty are hypocrite, and then you are allowed, and your prophet, he is the first to break it? Obviously, he's a hypocrite, right? For sure, you will not dare to say so. So they try to fool you, and I want people to spread this video, because until now the European, specifically European, they are not really, they are not listening. You see, I'm telling people for years and years that this is the most filthy, disgusting religion. If Islam is not filthy, why this guy even if he is honest, let us assume that he's honest. If Islam is not filthy, why he need to convince his people that this is wrong? It means the majority of his people believe that this is correct, this is good to do. Otherwise, there is no need to speak to Muslims and say to them, brothers, this is wrong, we should not do that. The fact this is not wrong in Islam, this is very, very right thing to do. And we are going to show you with the proofs and evidence, not speeches of this Abdul, which he hide the majority of the Quran, and then he quote verses which is not really connected to even to the story. We go from the beginning, we will find that Muhammad, the prophet of the Abduls, he said, a Muslim have a duty, and his duty is to fight whoever don't believe. And this is chapter 9, verse 29. By the way, some they might say to you, you are taking things out of context. Well, I challenge you to put it in context and give me the answer. I challenge you to read the whole chapter of At-Tawbah and find me one place where Muhammad is not meant to kill and attack. Actually, the Prophet of Islam himself, he sent the 3 letters to 3 kings. The king of the Persian, the king of the Roman, and the king of the Ethiopian, saying to them, convert or else. And then he is the one who launched the attack. The Roman never attacked Muhammad. The Persian never attacked Muhammad. You know, I'm not sure really how many times I need to repeat and repeat so people might understand. This is a religion based on war. This is not a religion only. This is a government. This is a gang. This is a group of people. We join together and we abuse everyone else. Anyone belong to us is protected. Anyone who don't belong to us, we are going to assault him. This is not really a religion as many people think. Yes, they use the name of God to justify what they do, but in their heart they know that this is a crime. You know, a human being, he knows, should know, every human being, that when you slaughter when you cut the neck of someone else, you are committing a crime. You know, your eyes will not like what do you see. So you do not need God to know that this is really ugly and disgusting. So what Muhammad did, he used the word God to justify his crimes and his filth. Because when you have God in your side, when you say God says so, it means just don't discuss with me. It is God who said so. And the Quran is so clear, as you see in front of you, chapter 9, verse 29. And this goes for everybody. Actually, this is the most important chapter in the whole Quran. This is why the Muslims, actually, this Abdul, he told you that the Muslim, they should keep their promise. Maybe you do not know that the whole chapter have different name. It's called the chapter of Bara'a. Bara'a, which means you wash your hands from any promise you do with the kuffar. This is the real name of the chapter. It's not At-Tawbah. You know, it's called Bara'a. Why? Because Bara'a is the first word coming in the chapter 9 in the Quran, as you see here. You see it? Bara'a. This is the word Bara'a. Bara'atu min Allah wa rasulihi. If we give you the translation, let me give you the translation so you can read with me. You see it? This is the translation of Muslims, which I don't approve, by the way. 90% of Muslim translation is false, and the other 10% is fabrication too, which means at the end of the day you will find all of it is false. However, I'm using the Muslim translation so nobody will say he is coming with his own version, his own translation. What is the language you speak? French? Let me show it to you in French, as long as we are talking about the French people. You see it? This is in English and this is in French. So Muslims, they have no covenant with anyone whatsoever. They can make a covenant for you, like, you know, a Muslim, he will take an oath when you give him citizenship. He's allowed to lie, and this exists everywhere in the Quran, specifically in chapter 3 verse 28. Let me show you. And again, this is the official government website of the Kingdom of Jordan. Alright, so the Muslims are not allowed to take non-believers as a friends or protectors, which mean a Muslim, he cannot accept the president of a France or the army of a France, his army. He can't even accept France to be his home country unless France is under the control of Muslims. But look what the interpretation is saying. And again, you know, don't think I am the one is giving you interpretation. You can read it. A Muslim, he can say something for you, okay, because he fear that if he say the truth, what he believe, you might hurt him. If Muslims right now in France, they start dancing in the street, they might get hurt. So they say something to you, but in their heart is different story, as you see in the front of your eyes. If you don't like this interpretation, this is a Jalalain. This is one of the highest scholars. We can get even to higher one, Ibn Abbas. All right, here we go. Just to show you, I'm not picking up my cherries, as the Muslims do. Look what he's saying. Any Muslim, he take Christians or Jews or etc. as a friend, all right, he have no protection from Allah. You see it? If you take them as a friends, you became one of them. You became one of them. Therefore, if you do that, seeking might and honor by taking the hypocrites and disbeliever as a friend, who has no connection, the one who do that, he has no connection with Allah, which means the second you do that, you are out of Islam. And you have no honor, which means the Muslims are allowed to dishonor you. And no mercy and no protection, which means the Muslims can slaughter you, even if you are a Muslim. Even if you are a Muslim, if you take them really as a friend, if you mean it. Unless, read with me please, unless that yet but you guard yourself against them, save yourself from them. Oh, okay, so like this guy in the video, he live in the West, he's trying now to present himself that we Muslims, we don't hate you, we don't want to kill you. This is why I'm saying those videos are not made for the Muslims, are made for you, Western, so they can fool you and they can say, you see, there's some Muslims against this. This is absolutely false, because Islam say clearly, they cannot take your side against their side. They can't even take you your friend. What does that mean? It means you cannot be a friend. It means you are an enemy. So what a treaty? Why in the video he's talking about a treaty? If you are a citizen in the country, why I need to make a treaty with my own citizen? You got my point? If a Muslim consider himself a citizen in the country, he do not need to make a treaty with me. He is a citizen like me. But obviously they don't believe that they are citizen, because this is not their land yet until they conquer it and take over. This is why you see here, unless you yet but you guard yourself against them, save yourself from them, taking it as it were, security, saving yourself from them by speaking in a friendly way toward them while your heart dislike this. Unbelievable. Like how intelligent, how stupid we are, how intelligent the Muslims, to convince us that Islam, this is why we see Obama and Clinton and McCain, the filthy McCain, and all those filthy people, even George Bush the liar, says Islam is a great religion, Allah is a God of peace. This is a excuse my language, this is really a shitty talk. This is the most disgusting lies ever they can come to mankind. So, you Western, you are facing two kinds of propaganda. Propaganda from the Muslims trying to fool you, and propaganda from your leaders. Your leaders are the biggest criminals in the world, because the biggest crime is to make you believe in a lie. None of your leaders want to tell you that this is what Islam is about. And instead of that, each time the Muslims, they go and attack, you will see your leader go on TV and say Islam is a great religion, Allah is a great God, and the Muslims are peaceful people, blah 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 blah. So okay, well, you know what, the Muslims are peaceful people, so what we see? How many millions of the Muslims went in the street in the city of Tehran, striking against the terrorists in Paris? How many millions of Muslims we saw in the city of Cairo? How many millions we saw? We don't even see one person, he don't live in the West making a comment against it. Only those who live in the West, because simply they fear for themselves. That's why I'm saying those videos are not meant for the Muslims. They are meant for you, to fool you. So those people, they will say something to you, and this is the only way for them to stay as a Muslim, is to say to you, we are friends, but in their heart it is just like this. So how stupid you are to believe that a Muslim, he can be your friend. This is why once I was speaking to someone, he's from Canada. He have a mental issue. He claimed to be a minister. I was speaking. We met with a senator, and he said to me, "So what do you do exactly?" I said, "Well, I teach about Islam." He said, you divide people." You see, this is a Christian saying to me, I am the one who divide people. I said, "Thank you very much for saying that. You just said, if I quote Quran, I divide people. Just by quoting the Quran, I'm dividing people. That's obviously a proof that the Quran is the one who divide people, not me." And this, as you see, this is how it is. The Quran divide people. Consider them friends and enemies. Your friends is your Muslims, brothers and sisters. Anyone else is your enemy. This is why you cannot take them as a friend. And it's bad to the point, if you take them as a friend, it's not like a sin. No, it's not a sin. It is a crime to the point you will have no mercy and protection, which means it's a threat. The Muslims will kill you. You are out of Islam. Actually, the Quran says clearly, وَمَنْ يَتَوَلَّهُمْ فَهُوَ مِنْهُمْ. The one who take them from them, the one who take them as a friend or a protectors, he is one of them. So kill him. So a Muslim will not have a problem even to kill someone, his name is Muhammad, if he take you as a friend. This is why I say, the one who take me as a friend, I don't consider him a Muslim. He is not a Muslim. For a very simple reason. The Quran says so. I'm not the one who's making it up. Read with me, please. You will see here, it says, this is the verse I said to you in Arabic. وَمَنْ يَتَوَلَّهُمْ مِنْكُمْ فَإِنَّهُ مِنْهُمْ. And the one and whoever is an ally with them, to them, among you, then indeed he is one of them. Do you see it? If a Muslim became a friend to you, if a Muslim have a covenant with you, as this Abdul trying to say to us, for sure he is not a Muslim no more. He is a kafir and he is one of us. Then you might say, so what the Muslims do when they say, we promise you, we want to, even there is Muslims, they join the army. Yes, for the sake of benefit, maybe to spy to the Muslims, maybe to get a green card, maybe to get whatever, just to get a benefit, but they don't mean it. I just showed you, as long in his heart he don't mean it, he don't mean it. And if he take you as a friend for real, the Quran in front of you, I'm not the one who's saying that. The second he take you for real as a friend, he is not a Muslim and he should be killed. This is why I say there's no Muslim, he's your friend, because he is not a Muslim, because the Quran says so. So this minister I saw, he's from Canada. He belonged to a church. It's called the Anabaptist, something like this, funny name. And I said also, because I quote the Quran, I divide people. And he said to me, I have a Muslim friends. I said, Muslims have no friends. He said, no, I have Muslim friends. I said, you are not listening. Muslims has no friends. He said, I told you I have Muslim friends. I said, are you a foolish man? I'm not saying you don't have Muslim friends. I said Muslims have no friends. The foolish man is the one who thinks Muslims, they are his friends. The foolish man, he thinks that those people, they can take you as a friend. No, they don't. They don't. Ask yourself, which one is important? Your friendship or heaven of Islam with the virgins? Which one is important for them? your friendship or being slaughtered because they left Islam? Which one is more important for them, your friendship or to be condemned by their community and to be tortured? Do you think a Muslim really he will give up his religion and his society and his God order and he will go to hell just to be your friend? If he is really a person who mean it, as you see in front of you, he is not a Muslim. So don't tell me a Muslim is your friend. The second he do it, he left Islam. And the Quran is my witness. And there is tons of proofs and reference. Actually, even Muslims cannot take their father as a friend. Their who? Their father, their brother. If we go in the Quran in more verses, we will find the following. This is in chapter 9, verse 923. All right? Let me get you the translation in French for those who speak French. And remember, I don't really speak French. I know a little bit, but you tell me what is there. I have no idea really. I'm not really I forgot a lot of this language. So according to this translation, it's in front of you in French and English. And this is not my translation. And this is the Muslim website, Quran.com. You, a Muslim, you cannot take your father and your brother. Who your father? Your father from your blood. I'm not talking about a neighbor. You call him daddy. All right? I'm talking about your real father, the one who slept with your mother and make your mother pregnant with you. You cannot take him as a friend. If a Muslim cannot take his father and his brother from his blood as a friend because they are not Muslims, who is then going to be the friend? Do you see it? Those who speak of French, do you see it? Huh? Who is the one who will be your friend? You want to convince me that we say we are a Muslim, we have a covenant, we have to be decent with everybody. A bunch of lies. Those people, they've been taught hate to everybody. To the point, even their own father and their own brothers from their blood, they cannot take them as a friend. How evil this religion is. In Christianity, Jesus said that God loved the whole world. Jesus said, love your enemy. In this religion, hate your brother, not only your neighbor, not only someone who is from France or England just because he's not a Muslim. No, even your brother and your father, hate your brother, and this is the teaching of Islam. In the top of that, you will see that Allah, in the Quran, in chapter 5, verse 14, the same chapter, the same chapter we are reading from, the one, we showed you 551. Let me show you. As you see in front of you, this is chapter 5, verse 51. Sorry, verse 14. 5:14. And we showed you the verse, the other one, 5:51. The one said that Allah, He would forbid Muslims from taking the Christians and the Jews as a friends. But this one here is more ugly and disgusting. Telling us the plan of Allah for every one of you. Allah not only will make the Muslims hate you, He will make you hate each other. And this is why when I see, Protestant and Catholic are fighting and arguing, I believe that this is the plan of Allah. This is the plan of the devil. Read it in front of your eyes. So anyone who really divide the society is helping Allah. When you see someone white and black in America or anywhere, they hate each other. They are doing the plan of Allah, because He concentrates on the Christians. Let us say you are a white person and I am a black man, and both of us are Christians. So what Allah will do? Allah will use any way, any method to make us hate each other. How He can do that? He will use whatever in His hand. I am black, you are white, you hate me, we hate each other, and bingo, Allah is happy. How much more evidence we want to see that Allah is evil and he is satanic, demonic God. Why does God don't spread love so people will come to him if he is the good God? What about God of Islam, Allah? He make us loving people and love everybody, and that will make us better, and maybe we will accept Islam. No, 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 no. Allah have different plan. He don't want that. He want us to hate each other, because Allah is the God of hate. And we can quote for you tons of attacks Muhammad did for people who never attacked him. He slaughtered the men, he slaughtered the boys, he raped the women, even the children, little ones. They came to the Prophet, he said, in our attack we are killing kids. He said, وَهُمْ مِنْهُمْ, they are from them, aren't they? So kill them, it's okay. So how long is going to take you, people in France, people in Europe, people in Germany, people in Australia, people in America, in Japan, in China, to know that this is the most disgusting, filthy religion? You know what? Name for me one country in the world is not suffering violence because of this filthy religion. Starting from China, India, and America. Go search right now how many attacks the Muslim Chinese they did inside China. And what they did the attack with? By knives and ox. It's the same disease. The second you are infected with this disease, you will do the same. You will become a copy paste bacteria. You will see someone, he grow up in America, he have a blue eyes, his name is John, Thomas, whatever, all right? The second he convert to Islam, he turned angry, he want to kill everybody. He was a peaceful all his life, he never killed anyone, he don't want to kill anyone. But the second he convert to Islam, everybody turned to be an enemy. This is the religion of hate, and this is the religion of anger. And if you don't believe me, after all what I said, you must be really a fool. However, if you want to understand more about this filthy religion, I advise you to read my book. It's called The Deception of Allah. And there's a second book, it's called Quran and Science in Depth. That one is exposing the propaganda of the science of the Quran, which is nothing but stories Muhammad copied from old nation. So both actually they complete each other. I believe there is no one who will read this book and he will not be convinced that this is the most stupid, disgusting religion ever. And by the way, those who buy my books, most of them they are Muslims. Until now I could not find one Muslim scholar. Muslim scholars, not only just Muslims. Muslim scholars. The address is the mosque, the address is a sheikh, etc. You know, so Muslim scholars, but none of them was able to make one argument against it. And right now, actually, I have a good news for people in France. We have a friend, he decided to help us in translating the book into the French language. So I hope in a few months from now we will have the Deception of Allah in French. So you people who speak French language can read it in your own language. It's a very rich book with knowledge and information which you will not find anywhere. So if you want to learn more, feel free to have it. However, I have thousands of videos, it's for free. I don't think I'm promoting my book. You know, I make my book to help, and it's choice of people to read it or not. However, I have thousands of videos. They are not even in my channel. I allow people to post them everywhere for a very simple reason. I'm not promoting myself, I'm promoting the idea. I'm defending the truth. This is why I allowed people, actually I ask people, please copy my videos and spread it everywhere. You see, some people who make videos, they don't allow people to spread them everywhere because they want people to come to their channel and they subscribe. I don't really care how many subscribers I have. This is not my target. This is the last thing to worry about. My target is how we can spread knowledge. So help us to spread knowledge and download this video and post it everywhere and let everyone knows that this is one of the most filthy religion, and actually it's not even a religion, it's a satanic, demonic cult, and we should act. And I believe strongly that nobody until now is fighting the terrorist. Actually, the fact it is that the West is sponsoring them. Sponsoring by talk, sponsoring by arms, sponsoring them by everything. Like right now, Saudi Arabia is bombing Yemen. Who is arming Saudi Arabia? All the West. What is making the Saudi legitimate to attack the Yemen? Nothing. It's okay. Who is arming the Muslims in Syria? The West. What is making it legitimate to arm those rebels who they are nothing but a Muslim terrorist? Nothing. So you arm them and you expect that you will not get hurt? You put your finger in this hot, boiling fire and you think you will not get burned? So the first thing we need to do is to stop arming those terrorists. The more you arm them, they will beat you first. The more you train them. We are even training them. We are opening training camps to train them how to make bombs. And then we say how Al-Qaeda came to existence. We are the one who trained them. So we have a problem in our government. The president of France is a stupid man. He is the one who is flourishing those terrorists in Syria. And look now, he decided to attack ISIS by the airplane. Like, do you think ISIS do not know you will do it? Do you think really they are above the ground? They are digging in the ground 20-25 meters down. You are hitting no one. You are hitting no one. There's nobody above the ground. Stupid, idiot, and they don't know what they are doing. Like, you think they will do an attack and second day you send your airplane and they are going to be waving your hand for you, waiting for you? So I advise the French, I advise the Western to choose real leaders who change all this evil plan. You support evil, evil will come back to you. Stop supporting Islam. Stop saying Islam is peace. Stop saying Islam is a wonderful religion. You are supporting evil and God is watching and you will be punished. You people will be punished because you are taking the side of the devil. You are being hypocrite. None of you dare to say Islam is a filthy religion. None of you dare to say Islam is nothing but hate. Instead of that, the Prime Minister of England, the Queen of England, George Bush, Obama, Hillary Clinton, McCain, all those filthy names, they go on TV and they say Islam is wonderful. If you cannot even name the enemy, how you can fight him? You don't even dare to name him. Because we don't have real leaders. We have a bunch of cowards. And as long as we have those, more to come. And I believe soon the Muslims will come with the new attacks, which is going to be a lot more ugly. And that will be dirty bombs. I believe it's coming sooner or later. Maybe in a year from now, maximum. I think so. You know, I hope I'm wrong. And then let us see what your president will come and say in TV. Trust me, after the dirty bomb, after 10,000 people die in the subway, the president of France, he will come and say, Islam is peace, Islam wonderful religion, Islam don't teach that. We defend them each time they kill us. This is why you will never win as long as you are like that. Change your leader. Get someone like Putin. We need Putin in every European country. Christ is Lord. Islam is false. I mean to that.